Marshall. I play Harrison Dula on Star Wars Rebels, and you're watching The Cyber Nerds. Fan for life. May the Force be with you.
We are live. Guys, today we are talking about episode 5. Is it episode 5, right? Episode 5 of Star Wars Rebels, The Occupation. Now, I don't even know where to begin with this. Go ahead. Say something. I'm Joe, I'm further the Cyber Nerd. This is Raven, your GS.
Wait. Alright, cool. Alright. So let's do this properly. Alright, cool. So I suggest we start small.
Start small.
And we graduate to the main event. Yeah. So cool. Like, the first thing I want to point out, I love the reference to Clone Wars.
Okay.
That little joke between what's his face? Zeb and Rex. Alright, cool. Then the second thing, we never got this before on screen, but we kind of knew Captain Syndulla and
do you know what's so funny, yeah? All of the things you're talking about right now were like so amazing when I saw him in the episode. Yeah, but I instantly forgot about them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what was I?
Kanan
and Hera. Alright. Wow. Do you
know what's so...
How did you feel when you saw that?
Listen, I'm the guy who hates like romance in my Star Wars and my Marvel and my DC. But I want these two to get together. So like, do you know what? Yeah, I actually think like they've been together. That's what. Like, obviously, I feel like in their relationship they have actually been together. But it's one of them relationships where it's like work comes first. Do you get what I'm saying? So just for them to almost like, for them to actively show that they almost like, you know what I'm saying, they just needed that one moment alone just to be together, and it gets interrupted by work again. Like. But it's mad to me. Like,
did you think they would go all the way in?
I feel like for a half a second. For a half a second, I believed it. Do you know what? Yeah, I don't even think I believed it. I wanted it. I wanted it to go all the way, but I feel like somewhere deep down I knew it wasn't gonna happen. Yeah.
I didn't even think. I just thought, yes, they're gonna go. I don't know why. Like I say, yeah, man.
I want them to have a good relationship. I don't know. I really like both of these characters. I think they're so well suited to be together. Anyway, yeah. Shout out to the Star Wars love connection that we're providing today. But yeah, it's love, man.
It's never Valentine's Day. We're far
so let's graduate.
What's next? Are we in loth-wolf already?
All right, cool. You're messing around. So what I love about this episode is, firstly, everything. But I love how we've come back to loth-wolf after the last time we was here was the season finale of season 3. When Thrawn ambushed the rebels, and you've seen, I guess in a short amount of time, that loth-wolf is just not the same place. It's been destroyed. Like, Ezra's feeling incredibly guilty about the scenario, what's going on, like, and it's like they're on foreign territory right now. Like, there's nowhere they can go. Their empire isn't. They've got one ally. Like, it's mad. It was an action-packed episode, and I really liked it because the rebels was on their back foot the whole episode.
Before we advance, just talk about loth-wolf. That first scene when we see loth-wolf, that first shot, and we have to keep going, but that is brilliant. That's the cinematic, which is. I lost my marbles when I saw that.
The thing is, I just think like this season's really like stepped up some of the cinematography. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because it's like that's the kind of stuff, and I said it in, I think, on the first episode. Like, some of the shots they use are stuff that you expect to see in like movies. Do you know what I'm saying? And they make it look so good. So I'm definitely on you with that, man.
I did not expect it. Like, as soon as you got the cameras on the crew and it just pans out and it's just red, total destruction. What? It's super peak. I couldn't contain myself. Peak. But yes, moving on from that. Right, so we're in the fall now, and we're into very much the territory where it's just propaganda everywhere.
the propaganda is actually madness. You know, it's like, it's funny because you watch Star Wars and you know these things are happening, but I'm still amazed when you see it. It's like when you first saw the trailer of Rogue One and you saw the rebels in handcuffs getting pushed through the city. It's like, you know this stuff's going on, but when they show it to you, it's mad. Just like when they're walking through the street and they see the propaganda. Be a good civilian. Report rebels. I'm like, it's real. Like it is real. Like this is like the title of the episode is the occupation. Like the loth-wolf's occupied. Like realistically, it's crazy. It's crazy. They've got curfews. Like everyone's got to carry identification. It's crazy to see a world just being oppressed like this in Star Wars.
And to just add to it, when you go into Old Joe's, what do you hear?
Oh, Imperial March. The Imperial March. Do you know what, yeah? They got that in there. Do you know what? It wasn't like, it was so obvious. Like, I was just like, they're playing the Imperial March. But that's mad.
That's mad you're playing.
Bro, it's mad to watch Star Wars and the music to be in the show as opposed to just us hearing it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Like, dude, like, you go to a bar and you be hearing tracks. Like, you be listening like different music. You go in there, that's what you're listening to. Imperial March, this is where we at. Dude, like this whole episode is just been a madness. Like every new scene, I'm just amazed by it. Like the levels have been stepped up. We've got pictures of the Ghost crew when they were younger.
Yeah.
So cool.
Like wanted signs and stuff like that.
Yeah. What else do we get? Oh, there's one scene where you see the loaf cat just, you know, scattering around, I guess looking for food because everything is burned down. Like there is no, because they're usually out in the fields. Yeah. Have you ever seen the loaf cat in the city? I don't think I have.
I don't want to say no, I haven't, but I can't remember seeing one. No, usually they're just coming out, peeking out of the bush or behind the stone.
Yeah, they're actually like in the field. From my memory, they're usually out in the field. I don't think I've ever seen them in the city, in the town.
It's crazy. I want to get onto some other stuff though.
Yeah, go ahead.
So obviously, Joe comes to save them, and they have the conversation about, oh, when's backup coming? And they're like, there's no backup, it's just us. Now, the thing I like about this, and I alluded to before, like the rebels are on the back foot the whole time this episode, but this is like, they're getting us slowly to the point where we really understand, like, there's no going, like, this is not gonna end well. This ain't gonna, there's no happy endings at the end of the season. Guys, I'm sorry, like, there's no happy ending. And they're letting you know, Joe says it straight up, that when you see the TIE Defender tomorrow, you'll realize, like, that, yeah.
You'll have a different opinion.
Yeah, you're having a different opinion on what's going on right now. Because I just think they're setting us up slowly to, like, they're gonna make it just seem more daunting and daunting and daunting until we realize that, that this is a losing battle. We're gonna lose this in a big scheme, so it's tough. It's tough to see because you just love these characters, but it's just going downhill, man. It's going downhill.
So emotional. But okay, so anything you want to add to that? Because there's one thing I was kind of the back foot of is Ezra's emotions. Like he's feeling guilty. You know, he hates it. You know, he's now agreeing with Saw Gerrera what he says last episode.
Yeah.
But then he's also still a bit optimistic. Yeah, we can still do this. This is what rebellion's about. But you're home now, fam. Like, are you not seeing what's going on? But you're still.
See, this is the thing, and I'm going to talk about this probably every episode, every review. That his emotional state is so back and forth, and that makes. See, now I'm thinking like maybe he's not going to turn. Maybe he's going to end up dying. Like there's only two ways. Like he either turns or he dies, or he turns and dies. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's no way he comes out of this like being good. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just don't know. Like it's hard to gauge where Ezra is just episode to episode this season. But it's mad. Like I'm really excited to see. Like this is how they've got me now. I'm really just excited to see what happens next because where they just left it. I want to see this TIE Defender. I want to see what it's doing, and I want to see how they're going to try and combat it. Like, yeah, because
they have no help. It's just them. The whole sea's locked down. You can't really hide anywhere because obviously your face is everywhere.
Everywhere's occupied. And the thing, what I actually do like, what they did very subtly and nicely, is segregate the Ghost crew from the outside rebellion. Like, I like seeing them with the rebellion, but like when it was like, oh, there's no help coming, I was like, yes, like back to season 1. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's just the Ghost crew. We're gonna see what these guys can do together. Like I want this to end how it started. Do you know what I'm saying? Where they come together or they go their separate ways, man. So I'm really excited for episode 6. But let's get this done, guys. You know what time it is. Let us know what you think about this episode in the comment section below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? What do you think about Kanan and Hera? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you think that Ezra and Sabine are gonna be together? Because bruv, like you got, like whenever something happens and they split up, they always just end up together right now. So I'm not actually against that either. Right. Do you know what I'm saying? I just want to see where it goes, Knights of Ren. Anyway, but yeah, I'm Joe. Wait. Before that, guys, listen. There's some important information that I need to give you right now.
I thought you was about to forget.
Me. No. Go on. Listen. If you like this video, if you like our videos, what you can do is support us by going on patreon.com/the-cyber-nerds, and it doesn't matter if you give us 1 penny, £1, 10 million American dollars. It doesn't matter. It all helps and it all supports us make better content for you. And we know that's what everybody wants. You will also get exclusive content of me changing t-shirts in between videos and Raven doing some stuff too. So if you'd like to, if you'd like to see that, head down there and show your support, become part of the TCM fam. Other than that, I'm Joe, I'm further the Cyber Nerds,
and I'm Raven, your GS,
and we'll see you on the next Rebels review.